Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Voxel Tycoon. Let me unpause the game as per usual. Let's see. So at the end of the last episode, we talked about a few different options of things that we could work on next. We know there's kind of a little bit of a shortage here in our iron supply. Got our new train here, just dropping it off as we look, but we can see all these trucks just queued up waiting for those iron bars. Now there's probably two problems here. One, our supply is not keeping up with the demand. And the second, we may need to have another freight station so trucks can load up faster. So we may do that, may put another parallel road right through here where my mouse is, and then another freight station, and then split the routes because we've got two different truck routes going to this freight station. So that could speed things up. Now, we also kind of theorized about adding another train to carry the iron ingots. And I'm debating on whether to do that or not. I'm a little nervous about trains backing up. Here comes another one. We've got I believe three trains on iron now. We've got one filling up. The supply is great. We've got plenty in the warehouse. The loading process takes some time. Yeah, this guy is waiting to load, I believe. Yeah, it's just now starting to load. You can see the ones popping in. So the loading process is kind of slow. I imagine there might be something in the tech tree that'll speed that up for us. But again, yeah, we've got three trains on there. We could add a fourth. I'm just, my overriding concern, like I mentioned, I think at the top of the last episode, is our profitability. So if we look, our profit last month was only about $136,000. And it looks like if we take off the construction and we take off the new vehicle expense, then maybe we'd squeeze out another 430. So what is it, like 560,000? That might be better than it was. I think last time we looked at it, the profitability, not taking into account the construction and the new vehicles, I think it was like 460. So it is slowly increasing. But yeah, this episode, I think we should focus on, profitability. Let's take another quick look. And I know we did it at the tail end of the last episode, but I want to take another look at how our iron bar businesses are doing. Are we supplying the need? Are we getting past average? Okay, this one is now up to good. And if I remember right, that means that we're going to grow. Eventually, this is going to level up, need more supply, and then it'll be more profit for us. So that is a super good sign. I think last time we checked that business, this one here, middle of the screen, I think it was on average. So good is good. Let's see the other one. It's up this way. And this one is still on average. The other thing in the back of my mind, here comes some trucks. They're going to deliver it. The traffic could be a little bit of an issue, slowing things down as well, but I think it's mostly that supply over at the train station is the bigger issue. So, yeah. Oh, did it? Yeah, it's on average. Sorry. But boy, look, we've got a bunch immediately supplied here. 13 items storage every day, resets on the first day of the month. Okay, we've got some going into storage. We'll see if that bumps up to good. Let's let that go. Again, we're going to be hopefully eventually unlocking trucks that can carry more, and maybe more importantly at this point, now that we've got trains going, rail cars that can carry more. So these wood log ones, they can take up to 8, which is nice, but our iron train or trains, the cars on these guys can only carry 5 units each. So once we can upgrade these, that's going to be a huge increase in capacity. Not to mention when we get faster trains. I don't know if you guys can see that little pop-up on the screen, but I just got a notification that my mouse battery is going low. So let's so I'm going to chance it. If it gets really bad, I'll replace the mouse battery. It'll take a second. So let's look. The other thing we looked at, I'm going to leave the iron bars as is. We'll keep an eye on those. Looks like even after all the trains were, the trucks were exhausted, we still had 22 iron bars left, but it's going to be, and there's the next train coming. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. Research we just kicked off recently. I want to try and keep that going. We're on manufacturing 3. That is consuming our steel bars that we recently set up production on. So that's all good. And I think the next research that we're going to pick probably needs the steel bars too, if I'm not mistaken. So research is probably good for this episode. We don't have to worry about that. The next thing we could look at is, oh no, I thought that was this. I'm looking at this cement or stone. What is this guy? This is stone. I was thinking that was the steel bars. What is this? This is gravel. I'm not even sure how to produce that. But what I was thinking we could do is maybe bring over iron parts. These guys here. So right now we're delivering that by truck. We could set up at least one train to bring that in again to our train station over here and drop off the iron parts. Or we could even look at putting another station in because eventually we're going to need that. I'm pretty sure. Do we want to spend the money? We've got almost 4 million. We've got iron plates here, which are a candidate. And then we've got iron parts, which is another candidate. And we've even got iron ore over here. And that's actually probably the longest truck route. These guys are going pretty far to get that iron ore. Might want to put another freight station up here. We probably go big. And there's another iron ore here. So we got 2 businesses, I think, with the iron ore, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got them both up here. I think those are different. Yep. I'll hit delete to clear those out. So maybe we think about putting another big straight station here. And we go big with it because we're seeing we're already using up half of this one just on wood and iron bars. So maybe we do that. And maybe that helps our profitability. The other thing we talked about was maybe upgrading our passenger train, the engine on that. I'm going to hold off. It is barely making a profit, so it's not costing us money, but we're not gaining much. So I don't see that as a really burning issue. Let's do that. Let's start thinking about another train station up here. I think it could be fed off of, well, let's see. Do I have an extra? Yeah. These tracks here could lead into another station, if you can see what I'm doing with my mouse. To illustrate, another big station here. And then this fork off of this roundabout can kind of come up. Maybe we'll bridge across the water. And that can help service the north. And we'll probably put another roundabout over here too. But then this roundabout will end up being just servicing these 3 freight stations. And we went with 4 tracks, but I think I'm going to start maxing it out. So let's do that. We probably need to terraform the land because look at this, man. It's a little bit of a mess. So that's going to cost some cash and it's going to probably slow down the trains a bit. Now, where should we what road levels should we prioritize? It looks like I guess we could kind of meet in the middle. There's a plateau here. We could take out some of this. Boy, it's going to cost some cash to do this. I do think it's going to pay off. Let's see. Where do we want to start? I think what I want to do is fill in this area. So let's just get started. We'll see. It's not going to be the most efficient. I'm going to actually pause, right? So maybe we can get our money back during some of the construction mistakes I'm likely to make. But I want to level this in. That's kind of what I want to do. And get the next roundabout placed. I know I'm going to probably... It's not going to be perfectly efficient in terms of my spending here. So just... Hopefully that won't be too disappointing. But I want the roundabout, I think, here. And that gives us another option. I mean, we could just fork in. But if I roundabout there, then it just gives me a few more options to improve the train network. So let's do it. You guys know my roundabout skills are marginal at best, but we're going to try. I'll level a tiny bit more. Just like that. All right, let's do the goofy technique that we've been doing. Lay track. And it's something like this, right? I am not a pro at this at all. This is going to look like it's already shaping up to be bigger than I want it. All right. Then we do this routine. Maybe I'll try and come in a little bit. Saving. All right. Rail here. Let's go in one, over, and then try and do that. Actually, I want to try and come in one more from there. Let me escape. Or no, yeah, right click. Okay, in 1, 2, over, whoops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Let's try that. Let's see if I can pull that off. So hopefully you guys are following kind of what I'm doing here. I know, boy, if you have better techniques, I'd love to hear about them, or let me know. Let's do that. Boom. Ooh, that one's not right. All right, so there we have our little symmetrical diamond kind of thingy. And then we got to join these guys up. That looks like it's not wide enough for a signal. Let's try and go one more back. Okay, that doesn't look bad. Not too bad. Look at that. All right. I wonder if I could go one more in. Maybe next time we try and push it and see if we can get it even more compact. But for now, I'm not unhappy with this. I'm sure there are maybe faster techniques, but boy, that did the job better than I thought. Wow. All right, let's bring in track this way now. And then we'll join it up kind of as the last step. But let's get these little stems going. To get on. Now there's probably a trick I should be doing to keep this part symmetrical. It doesn't look horrible. Yeah, this part I don't have like a little trick for yet. Boom. Not too bad. Looks like I might need to terraform a little tiny bit over here. Yeah, let's do that just so we're not having weirdness. We're going to have to, well, actually, yeah, let's expand that out. Boom and boom. Cost cash. We're doing okay. We always see the cash run down though as I do this, as I do these construction projects. It always declines. And like I said at the top of the episode, I'm a little nervous about our overall profitability, but I think we'll be okay. Not positive. We got to come over the water here eventually, maybe. Let's just try and see if I can do like some little track extensions here just to get the signals in place. And then we may or may not be branching over that direction because we've got this guy here. We could, we'll see. We'll take a look and see what makes sense. All right, we've got that. Now let's connect these guys up. Boom. And boom, that looks good to me. How are we doing on cash? 3 million still. We're good. We're going to blow through it though. Now we got to get our station set up, and we got to figure out what level we want to do that on. How about it's going to be at least one high. So let's try that. See what I mean here. It's going to be at least that high, right? So we'll come up. Hopefully we can get up this hill. Now, do we want to go up higher than that or not? Or do we want to bulldoze this stuff out? That's a lot of terraforming, but we're going to need to put our warehouses and freight stations and stuff in here. And these roads need to find a way to get to that, right? If we want our trucks to get up to this level, I think we're going to have to terraform. I just don't see a way around it. Let's actually do a little slicey dicey over here. It's not cheap. $500,000 for that slice right there. And I'm going the extra distance here because not only do we need room for the station, but again, we're going to need room for warehouses and things. And these roads have to be able to reach. All right, I think I want to, let's take a look at the station and get an idea of what the footprint is going to be on that station. We're going full on here. I've forgotten my keystrokes. Oh, I can go 8 wide. You know, I may do it if I got the cash. Yeah, I may do it just because I feel like we went a little short over on this guy, Mana Colony's Upper, considering how, you know, how big this Tri-City area is. That would have been the prime location because it's centrally located. And we don't really have a way, unless I put a traffic circle, we don't really have a way of putting a station in kind of over here near Haver. We could leverage Haver Halt, extend the roads out, and use this, and maybe even extend that station at some point. Anyway, that's a problem for a later day. Let's get this station in place. Maybe even nestle it up in here. Let's see. Okay, we want the length as well. Let's, what's the keystroke for that? Does it say platform length? There it is. I'm hitting the X key. That's making it long. I want max because I want long trains. This is what I'm thinking, right? Like this. Now, we need to come back into town a little bit because we need all of that rail here just to get in. All the exchange, all those lane crossing stuff. And that takes a little space too. So we may, I guess I need to leave room for that. And it may be longer when we're going from 8 lanes instead of 4. Maybe right here. It's going to take me a second to get confident on where I want to place this. And if we want to terraform more. So I apologize for that. Might be able to pull it off right here. I'd like to get in further though. But that's not bad. Let's just pull the trigger. 1.1 million. That's not actually as bad as I thought it would be. Boom. There it is. We are paused so we can get our money back. All right. Let's see if we can get all the routing done to get in and out of the station. I'm not sure if we have another one this big or not. Just do a little terraform. We're going to need to do a lot of terraforming, to be honest. How's that? Oops, did not do it. Am I out of cash or so? Oh my gosh, look at our cash. Oh, we may not be able to finish this. Look at that. I'm burning through it, but this terraforming is just super expensive. As I spent another 114 grand. All right, we're going to have to unpause it to raise some cash. Now, hopefully, or we could take a loan, but not crazy about doing that if I don't have to. Boy, we need to raise some cash though. We're going to have to let this sit. Does look pretty cool. All right. Are we ready to hit play? This looks fine. That looks fine. Let's hit play and let's go double speed to see if we can't raise some cash. Hopefully we're profitable. In the meantime, we can do our signals. I'm going to take a look, refresh my memory. Okay, we've got these signals. Oh, did we miss one? Yeah, we're missing a signal here. There's supposed to be a pre-signal right here. Let's pop that guy in. Apparently it wasn't a problem. Pre-signal, I think there's supposed to be one here. Boom. And this one is not necessary. I'm not sure what that one's doing. I'm going to pull this one out. Now, I may have a reason for it and I just forgotten, but I'm going to take it out because I don't think we need that guy. Trying to get this guy to do it. Boom. I think that's the way to do it. Okay, pre-signals everywhere except the exits. That's what we need. Let's do it. So pre-signals. Boom and boom. Everywhere but the exits. So there. That sets it all as like a one-way. And then the entrances can take pre-signals. Boom, 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 and boom. And I think the exits, we did the block signals. So that's an exit. That's an exit. I don't need to say it 4 times. That one's not perfectly aligned, but I'm not paused, so we're going to deal with it. Because we're short on cash. We're slowly climbing, but wow, we spent some money. All right, let's see what we can do with this track. If I can even start on the merge. Now we saw we need to put these signals back a little bit because we were having issues with either the train was sticking out a little bit or something, but things were getting blocked when we didn't have them back a couple blocks. So we can do those. I think it's all pre-signals, every lane, both directions pretty much. We can drop those down. While we are waiting to raise cash, I think let's give ourselves a little bit of track to work with. Might need to take these a little further. Why don't I? Boom. And we said pre-signals in and out. How's our cash? 306. Slowly climbing. All right, pre-signals. I'm going to bring them back. Just to be safe, we'll do it here. We got lots of pretty colors here. Swing around this way. Don't need to do that. You can place them in both directions, even when having the camera in the same orientation, but this is a little easier to see and understand. All right, we've got all our mega pre-signals. Can we do this fancy routing? We know that this track is going to be the way out, right? And eventually that's going to connect up to here. We may not have enough room. We're going to have to get creative. This one needs to, oh boy. Let's do a little more terraforming. This, we'll see where we end up. This could be problems. There goes a bunch of cash we don't have. Boom. I should pause. I guess we'll wait on this because I got to do this with pauses, right? Because we're going to want to get our money back as I have to tear up attempts that fail, attempts at getting this exchange fully routed, kind of along the lines of this guy. I think we can do it very similar fashion, but I have a feeling I'm going to be deleting some track and retrying, and in order to get our money back, we have to have the game paused. But I don't want to pause the game till we've got some cash in our pockets to pull it off. So let's take a look. Why don't we take a look at our messages? I'm going to let it run at 2x speed just to make sure there's no major problems that get out of hand. Okay, wood planks, we don't care. Man decreased. That's Orem. That's the only business in Orem. That town still grows, even though we haven't done anything to supply it. Copper wire. Yeah, we don't have it. Stone. Sure, we don't have that yet. Wood is new for Amana colonies. Oh, accepts less. Let's take a look at that. So our wood is one. This is one of the routes that we changed. So let's diagnose this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no, we're not supplying this at all, are we? Okay, I'm waiting for something, waiting for the save. This one's awful. We are not supplying this. Logistically, it is not connected to anything. Or it's not. Oh, the line is so close. It is connected to this. We have a station right next to it. I think. Isn't that a freight station? Well, I'm going to pause for a second. Why can I not get the details here? Okay, that one's popping up for me. Is it my mouse? I believe it is. I'm clicking on things and I'm just not getting the pop-ups. It could be my mouse. I got a warning that the battery is on the verge of dying. It seems to handle the scrolling just fine. Or am I not clicking on the bubble? No, those clicks are working. How come I can't get to this guy? Isn't that a freight station? Yeah, it is. I can't seem to get that up. Might be something obvious. Come on. All right, I'm going to let it run again. Huh. Yeah, that one comes up just fine. I cannot seem to get this guy to come up. Let's see if there's other freight stations. I may need to restart the game in between episodes. We're coming up on the end. Yeah, none of my information's coming up here, which is really strange. Weird. Yeah, I can't get much of anything to come up right now. How about the garages? Let's try those. Can I see what's in my garages? No. So for some reason, something's a little out of whack. Oh, I'm in the building menu, most likely, or terraforming menu. Sorry about that. Every once in a while, I'll get into a building menu, and it doesn't look like you're necessarily in there, but I bet that's the issue. All right, back to our wood problem here. Let's see what the issue is. Here's our freight station. We've got one route, and it's just iron bars. So we haven't even tried to deliver material here. Let's go back to pausing. Apologize for that. And let's see if I think I've got stake trucks. We could try and save this business. I don't see the little warning saying, hey, the business is going to go out of business. So why don't we get some trucks over here? This freight station doesn't look too busy. And I think we've got some of those stake trucks. S-T-A-K-E, not S-T-E-A-K. We've got some of those laying around in here, don't we? There's buses. Oh, come on. I know we have a bunch. Here they are. All right. Let's take one of these and set up a route to pick up wood. Now, wood is a little dubious, our supply, but maybe we add a train. And it is a raw material, which I'm not the craziest about. I'd rather we shore up like wood planks or have more of those businesses. But we're desperate for cash, so let's try to do it. Hopefully these trucks won't block the traffic. Boy, this is in a bad spot. These are both kind of congested. We could improve things by putting our freight station here on the other side of the street. Then the trucks would kind of queue up. But for now, let's just let's get a route going before the end of the episode here. Add stop. Haver Northwest. Load. We'll add the refit order. Boom. You guys know this routine pretty darn well by now. May not be necessary, but I do it because it keeps me out of trouble. From the trouble, I mean, is from the trucks picking up material that they're not supposed to, and it's a hard thing to detect once they've done it. We want to drop off here, unload, and then I'm purposely not going to put the wait until full on the supply side, because this I know is a congested area. You can see the backup already of trucks waiting on iron. And if we have another backup of trucks waiting on wood, it's just going to make this whole area even more congested. It's something we're probably going to have to try to resolve. We may resolve a little bit when we upgrade the trucks to carry more, but and then we have more supply coming in more consistently. Maybe that'll flow a little better, but this is an area of congestion right now. Worst case, we'll have to tear out some of this road and make these lead ups a little longer. But anyway, I think that's our route. Let's pick a happy name. Wood to Amana Colony South. I'm going to start going with some of these default names just in the interest of time. And then let's get these other trucks assigned to that route. Is it at the bottom? Yeah, the newest route looks like it's at the bottom. So I'll pick a route. Wood to Amana Colony South. We're not going to have enough supply, I'm pretty sure. So we may need to buy a train. I'm going to put all of these trucks on. Wood to Amana Colony South. And this guy too. Wood to Amana Colonies South. And then we'll set them all loose. Boom. And I'll just hit the delete key to clear all of those dialogues. We'll unpause. And now we got to think about a second wood train. I'm pretty sure we're going to need it. Now, there's no pre-existing truck route that we need to reroute from going to the wood factory, because this is a brand new route or a brand new business that hasn't been served before. So we're going to try and make some extra cash. We are missing opportunities, just like on this notification, to maybe service more profitable businesses, but we'll get to it. Boy, should we look at a train? Oh my goodness. The money we're spending. I guess I could try. Can I clone this without buying it? I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to clone it and not buy it. Let's just go for the gold here. Could be a huge mistake. Oh, not enough money. 860. We need. I do think that's going to be worth doing because the wood was a little light. Even servicing one business, you can see we're down to 7 in the warehouse, and that train is only just now getting to the station where it's going to resupply. And then this truck is going to leave partially empty. Oh, he actually got 7. There is an iron bar truck just using this unoptimal route. I suppose we could use some waypoints to avoid that. This guy's taking a different route. Where's this guy getting the wood? Okay, so this guy has his own inventory. Okay, the transfer station looks like it's got its own, a little bit of its own inventory. Oh no, we have it here. I forgot. We put down a second warehouse for wood. So these guys are still going. Now this truck is probably going to leave partially empty. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, so we clearly need more wood. All right, we're at 563. Tell you what, let's wrap the episode here. At the top of the next episode, I know we're trying to save money to complete this station up here, Mana Colonies Exchange up north. But once we get the money, add that second wood products train and hopefully save this new business over here. It's already got the warning light. 48,000. I'm going to pay the money this time. Boom. To prevent it from closing. Because we're on the verge of being able to supply this business with the wood. So I don't want to pay. I mean, I don't want to risk losing it. Let's see what this says. No, it doesn't say anything. It just takes us to it. All right. We will get to that next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. It's a long one. But man, I really enjoy this game. I'm tempted to end the Let's Play because I've got other games I want to feature. But I'm just enjoying the game too much. And I feel like I'm improving my little train building skills here. They're not perfect, but they're getting better. So we're going to go for several more episodes at least of Voxel Tycoon. So hopefully that's good news to you. And until next time, I'll see you in the next episode.